KOMP 92.3, the rock station. It's Sylvia, and today I am talking to Barry from Shinedown. Thank you so much for hanging out with me.
My pleasure. I don't mind
So
hanging out.
we are going to be talking about this bad boy.
Yes.
I just received it, and I was curious right away, so I opened the bottle, and I swear I could chug this thing.
Good.
It's
I
so
don't I don't recommend to chug the whole bottle. You might
maybe
pay for
not,
it, but
but I probably could, but it's so delicious. So we'll talk more
thank
about
you.
that. Shinedown is one of the biggest bands right now. It's one of my favorite bands. I saw you guys back in October, and just freaking phenomenal what you guys did. But you releasing this, I think, is just like another level of what you guys can do. Um, and I hear with the pre-show rituals, you fire up the grill. You're kind of like the chef of the band. So when starting this, was this your idea to come up with a hot sauce?
Yes and no. I've always wanted to make a hot sauce, and I make my
Yeah.
own at the house, and I grow my own peppers and things of that nature. But this came from Torchbearer. They approached the label and said, "Hey, do you think any of your artists would want to do a collaboration with us?" And they came to us, and I said, "Absolutely."
Yeah.
I really am a hot sauce nerd, and Vid, the main guy over there, was very open to ideas, and we emailed back and forth about what we were looking for in sauces and things of that nature. So it was really organic and really easy to work with him, and I think it took about 6 months to create the sauces, and he'd send samples. We'd go through the samples. No, this one's a little thin. This one's separating. This one
Yeah.
maybe needs a little more arrowroot and or different flavors. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and we ended up coming down to three hot sauces, and we're going to release three. This is the first of them, but this
Okay.
one, the symptom sauce is more. It's more available to people that maybe don't like super spicy. This isn't super spicy. It's a hot sauce, but it's not going to
Yeah.
blow your head off.
Yeah, that's the first thing that I thought about this was like, oh, it's not too spicy. And
Yeah.
it makes sense that you have the other two sauces coming out. So this is kind of like an introductory hot
Yes.
sauce to those who maybe can't handle the heat so much.
Yeah. Not everybody can. I technically can, but not everybody can.
No, but you get it. You get it. Like you said, the hot sauce is called Symptoms Chipotle Garlic. Talk about the flavor, and I assume that this is after Symptom of Being Human. So how did this flavor and Symptom of Being Human, like, where did you see the correlation?
It really comes down that symptom of being human. The song is kind of it's for everyone. I mean, it's in the title. We're
Mhm.
all part of this human condition. We all go through our ups and downs. We're all just a little bit, uh, you know, crazy and different from each other, and we all go through this experience of life. Um, Similarly, even if your backgrounds are completely different, that's the human condition. So looking at the symptom sauce, the correlation is that this is a sauce for everybody. It's not one of
Yeah.
those this Reaper pepper sauce that only certain people can handle. This is a sauce for everybody to really try and hopefully everybody enjoys it. The flavor profile is something that I think can be used on just about anything from pizza to a cheesesteak to your tacos, whatever. It's even in your Bloody Mary. If you go to our website, I curated some recipes that are my
I
personal
saw that
recipes
recipe.
on the site. So enjoy. And that was the purpose of the sauce. And I think the name Symptom not only fit with it being available to everybody, but the song is really popular right now, and it's very special to us in the band, and special to a lot of people with the amount of exposure it's gotten. So why not kind of pump it up a little bit in a different kind of way?
So, like we said, it's kind of the introductory sauce. So I imagine the next two sauces is going to be like your middle heat, and then the third one is just going to be crazy, or what are we
None of them
thinking?
are going to be crazy. I don't want to do that because though I've had some super hot sauces that I really like, and Torchbearer makes some really amazing with Carolina Reaper and with Scorpion Pepper that are really spicy, but they still have flavor.
Yeah,
And I've tried them, and I actually have them in my fridge. I like them, but I want to get a little bit hotter, but I don't want to get crazy. So it's not going
sure.
to be crazy, but it's going to be different flavor profiles that really lean to different things. And
Yeah.
that way you have a variety within the Shinedown line. It's not just mild, medium, hot. It's also different flavor stuff.
So did you have like the ultimate I guess, control of what you wanted the sauces to taste, or did the other guys have some input as well?
Oh, it was all me.
Oh, it was all you.
It was all
Okay.
me. Yeah. Zach is also a big foodie, and he and I are the ones that barbecue before shows and stuff for everybody. But my guys don't really eat a lot of spicy food. Brent doesn't eat any
Okay.
spicy food
Yeah.
because it's not good for his voice, and he's just very sensitive to it. And the
Sure.
other guys, they can handle medium, but they don't go for spicy. I'm the crazy guy that goes, I'm at a Thai restaurant. I'll take that Thai hot,
Yeah.
please. And they look at me like, you sure? Are you sure? I'm like, yes, please, bring it. So I'm that guy.
And you said you have some recipes. I'm not gonna lie, the first one I went to was a Bloody Mary recipe, so I'm very excited to try that one eventually. What
Please
is
do.
your favorite recipe, or how do you love to work with this guy?
Uh, with this, I'm just like it on an oyster, whether it's a baked oyster, and I put those recipes on there, or even a raw
Yeah.
oyster, because the simplicity of an oyster with a hot sauce is just a good marriage. They just
Mhm.
really go well together. Um, Probably the recipe I'm the most passionate about and the happiest I'm about is gumbo, because when I first was starting to learn how to cook,
Uh-huh.
my grandmother's from Louisiana area or was, and she wasn't a great cook, but she always talked about how great the food was there. And I
Yeah.
never got to experience because she was already up in the north at that point. And
Mhm.
then when I went to college in the early '90s, long story short, I couldn't afford to eat out, and I didn't like the cafeteria food because I like real food.
Mhm.
So I learned how to cook, and I learned how to cook by watching Emerald on the early days of Food Network, and he's cooking
Yeah.
Creole food,
Oh
right?
my
And he's
God.
teaching you how to cook. And I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
could do that. I could do that. Oh, here's a knife technique. And I just took that, and it changed my world. And now, my second passion is cooking. I love to cook. And it started with the Creole food. So that gumbo, though I've changed it over time and made it my own, it all started with really Emerald and the necessity of cooking in college for food and also trying to impress girls.
Sure.
It's
There.
college.
Did it work?
It did. I have my wife from college.
Okay, well there you go.
Yeah.
So, if this hot sauce was featured on the show Hot Ones, where
Yes.
where would you rank this?
That'd be in
Of
the
like
first two.
the first tier. Okay.
Yeah, it would definitely be within the first two. It is a milder sauce, especially for them when they get into like the bomb and all that crazy stuff.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
level eights and whatnot. I don't think any of our hot sauces, when they do come out, will get past 5, 6. I'm not trying to blow people's heads off.
So, when can we expect the other two?
I would say midsummer and then probably early fall.
Okay. So more or less perfect for like the barbecuing and everything.
Absolutely. That was the whole point of releasing it now was we wanted to hit
Yeah.
the barbecue season
Hmm.
and then continue that. And then when we head into the holiday season, having all three, so maybe we could do a 3-pack and that kind of thing is the idea.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that'll be great. I mean, I think for any Shinedown fan and even a fan of hot sauces, this would be perfect because also the artwork is
Yeah.
really really cool. So, and what I really liked about this is that Torchbearer sauces are accidentally healthy,
Hmm.
intentionally delicious. So I was like, oh, I looked at the ingredients. I'm like, oh, dang, okay. So like this
Yeah.
is all for like all around a great sauce. So thank you so much, Barry, for taking the time to talk to our audience about your hot sauce. Of course, Symptom Chipotle Garlic Sauce is out now. The other two, like you said, will be coming out a little bit later on, summer, fall, in that time. But we're so super stoked to have you, and we're excited to have you in Vegas at some point. So come to Vegas soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to. And thanks for taking the time to do this interview and also for the continued support over the years. You guys have always been great.